Good afternoon, everyone. This is Crazy Russian 86 here. You know, Mohammed, whatever the fuck his name is, been making videos about me. And there are other people been saying things about me, trying to change my ways. Telling me that, you know what, I should change and I shouldn't be acting this way, doing things this way, and my videos are unwatchable. And it's been the same thing for years and years and years. So, if you see if the same thing for years and years and years, and nothing changes, then what's the point of telling me anything? You're trying to tell me I need some education to be more normal or whatever. No. And then people say, oh, you know what, you need to be normal so you can have friends and this and that. You don't understand, ta ta ta. Well, I understand. I just don't care. You know. I mean, I'm sure there are certain things people can change, like, you know, like you can get better at something, you can learn new skills or whatever. But if you don't have anything in common with people, you know, there is not much you can change about it. Like, for example, if like other people are into some things and you just don't give a shit about it, then that's it, you know. If you feel like the people are boring, then that's it, you know. Like, you can be in the crowd, you can be in the bar, you can be in a place where there's a lot of people and everybody can have fun. But if it's not fun to you, you still be lonely. So there is not much can be changed about that. You know, this guy Mohammed Al-Jakalim was making these videos about me, and he was making fun of me putting my videos on his channel to see what people's gonna think about it. And there are a lot of people that were like, oh, we cannot watch it. He was trying to make a point, like, why the fuck I make these videos if nobody is interested in it, if nobody wanna watch it? Well, because I just want to do whatever the fuck I want no matter what, that's why. Do I understand that people probably not gonna be interested in it? Yeah, but I don't care. I'll just do me, you know. And I understand that people's not gonna relate to me, but there's not much can be done about it, you know. There is nothing can be done about it. So what's the point? People trying to tell me something wrong with you. You're nobody to talk to us like this, like you better than us and you don't give a shit, ta ta ta. I mean, if I feel that way, why not? Maybe people's not gonna like it, they wanna beat my ass, but hey, I don't care. And besides, this guy, this Muhammad Abdullah Jakalem, whatever the fuck his name is, you know, He's wasting his time because nothing can change. And also he's like trying to show it, you know what, when you start videos like, hey, fuck you guys, what's up motherfuckers, fuck you idiots. If you start your videos, it's not nice. I get it, it's not nice, but you know what? If I do what I want and you piss me off, what's my first reaction? Just cuss you out. And you say, who are you to cuss us out? There's something wrong with you. And I can say, you know what? I don't give a fuck. There's no something wrong with Elliot Rodger. He didn't give a fuck. It didn't stop him from killing people. Of course, maybe there's something wrong with him. That's why girls didn't want him. But he didn't fuck because he wants what he wants and he doesn't care about nothing, you know? And some people say it's crazy, but people don't give a fuck, you know? So stop treating people who don't give a fuck like they don't understand. Like me, I understand everything, okay? I understand more than you do, you know? But I know that I'm not gonna change and I don't care and I know that I'm right. And of course, sometimes people are right. Like today, Michelle told me, Emil, hey, when you're coming in, close the door, don't let flies in. But you know, sometimes you just don't give a fuck, you know? And I'm like, okay, I get it, you know? And that's okay because there are a lot of other people, you know, not everybody care about like how their places look like. We live in a nice place. I have my buddy Charlie, there's nothing wrong with him. He lives like a bum, drinks, smokes, he doesn't care. He has like 10 bicycles in his place. So again, you know, the thing is, it's, you know, it's not about like there's what's wrong with you and it's not wrong with you. Everything is relative and some people, they just don't give a fuck. And some people, there's maybe something wrong with them, but they're still able to function and live on day-to-day basis, but because there is something wrong with them, maybe they don't do things like everybody else. But I look at it like this. You can judge me, you can say, hey, you cannot live like this, but hey, I accomplished my goals. Maybe it's not the standard way, maybe it's not the way the majority of people do things, but because you tell me I'm not a normal person, so I don't do things the normal way. But I'm a functional person, I take care of business, so there's nothing you can tell me, you know? You cannot judge me, you're not me, so what the fuck? Like if somebody doesn't have hands, you know? It's like the same thing, you know, if somebody doesn't have arms. You cannot tell person, know what, you're not a normal person, you drive your car with your legs. The same thing, you know? So, I don't care. Like, and if somebody, like you said, you judge people, say, oh, you know, like, you're not sociable, ta-ta-ta. And let's say I'm going to start socializing with people. And I'm going to say what I want. And it may make sense even. But because people cannot relate to me, they just say. But why should that stop me from doing what I want? Like, let's say, a lot of people think that my videos are boring, that I'm annoying, that my videos are unwatchable, but I like to make videos. So, why that should stop me from making videos? Granted, maybe because of that, I may not get a lot of viewers, I may get thumbs down, people gonna be like, say what the fuck, and turn my videos off. But, I can still do whatever the fuck I wanna do. I don't care, you know. People talking to me some type of way, oh, you child, you don't understand, ta-ta-ta. I don't give a fuck, first of all. Let's just start there. And second of all, I ain't no killer, but don't push me, okay? So, things are the way they are because this is what meant to be. You know, it's funny, I've been talking about Victor Tsoi in my videos, and he was saying that, in one of his songs, he was saying that people are telling him that the way he lives you cannot live like that. But he said, why? I'm alive, so see how it is. People can say, oh, you can't live like this. But he say, why? I'm living like this, so what the fuck, you know? I don't have problem. People have problem because they're so fucking judgmental, and they think that what's normal, what's not. But that's their problem, not my problem, you know? But that's why people, other smart people, been telling me, why do you care about being liked? And now I see how that is. I see that, yes, I want to be liked, I'm complaining about being lonely, not having friends and this and that. But the thing of that is, let's say I wanted to have friends, and I'm just being myself. And I may even make sense. When people ask me questions, why you do what you do, I give them explanation. So that means that it's pretty logical, right? But let's say I start giving people explanation, and I'm gonna explain to them, they're gonna say things like, oh, this is not an American way. Like one of my bosses or co-workers told me years ago. When I was explaining to him why I do what I do, and he understood me, but he's like, okay, I understand, but this is not an American way. See? People say, you child, you don't understand, there's something should be done about you, the way you do things, why you acting so cocky and arrogant, this and that. Who are you? Well, I've been doing things and people don't like it, doesn't make sense to them, but it's the same thing over and over, and no matter what you do or how you act towards me, and no matter what you tell me, it's still the same thing. And when you ask me why I do what I do, you still get an answer and it makes sense. So what does that mean? It means just it's how I am. So what's the point of trying to teach me, give me education, treat me as a child? It's like the same thing. Like, let's say if someone doesn't have a big dick, for example, right? And you tell him you need education because your dick is small. What you gonna do about it? Is that gonna get bigger because you're gonna tell the person that is small? You know what I'm saying? Or let's say somebody say, Emil, why are you so short? You need education. Well, I'm tall. Why are you short? You need some education to be tall. You shouldn't be short because you cannot lift the box so high. There's nothing I can do about it. God made me that way. And God made you tall, but He didn't make me tall. And there is no amount of education you can give me in order to make me taller than I am. You know? So what the fuck? If I cannot work fast, you can tell me, oh Emil, I can work fast, you need education. But if my hand's just not moving that fast because I don't have that ability, what kind of education are you gonna give me to work fast? If I like to focus on things and I cannot work while talking to people, and I build that way, what kind of education are you gonna give me? You know, that's like fucking stupid, really. What kind of education are you gonna give me? I'm not a blonde-haired, tall, blue-eyed man. And that may not be attractive for the most American woman. What kind of education are you gonna give me to be that type of person? See? That's why I feel like what can be done. And people can say, oh, there's something wrong with you, but this is not something people should be focused on. Einstein, John Nash, Eminem, even Britney Spears and Kanye West and Donald Trump, none of these people are normal. Now, does it mean that because they have something, they cannot be successful? So, there's no point there. There may be something wrong with me, but it doesn't matter. There's something can be wrong with anybody, but the real question is, what can be done about it, and how we can change it. And if there is nothing can be done about it, if it's meant to be, and if the person, no matter what people say or do to him, acts the same way and does things the same way, it means this is what it meant to be. So it's good to ponder and think about what's wrong, but if there is nothing can be done about it, if this is something which cannot be changed, what's the point? What's the point? It is what it is. I may be boring and unwatchable, but if I like to make YouTube videos, I still will be making these videos. I don't care. You can tell me there's something wrong with me, you can tell me that my videos are unwatchable, you can tell me to shut my channel down, but if I want to do what I want to do, that's it, you know? So, see, things are meant to be the way they're meant to be. And a lot of people, when they see somebody is not normal, but they want to talk to them and they want to interact with them because people are sociable creatures, they're saying, hey, you know what? Be like us. We're going to be your friends. We're going to like you. But you have to be like us. And then you say, no, I don't want to. And then people start like, huh? What's up, child? Why are you acting this way? And I'm like, fuck you. And that's it. And they're like, oh, if you're not going to change, you're going to get fired, you're going to get yourself in trouble. I'm like, well, if you're not going to let me do what I want, how I want, I'll beat your ass. I don't give a fuck. So people have no choice but to either leave me alone and just leave the things the way they are, or just like get rid of me. But if I'm saying, oh, if you're going to get rid of me, I'm going to kill you, then people are like, fuck this guy. Let him just sit there. I'm like, great. Thank you very much. That's what you should have done a long time ago. See, I don't have a problem. I do what I can. You have a problem because you're trying to force me to be something whom I'm not. And you know, you can teach people to be polite, to be nice. Like, for example, I came from Russia. I didn't understand how American people talk. I didn't care about it. Can you teach me to be more civil? Yes, you can. But can you teach me the way I think and the way I do things? Probably not. You know? Can you teach me to close the door so flies not gonna come out, or tear the paper certain way? Yes, you can. But can you change the way I do things? Probably not. Can you make me taller when I'm like in my 30s? Probably not. See? That's the difference. You can't make me work faster. You can't make me do things different way. All you can do is change. All I can do is change me like, okay, Emil, this is America. This is how you need to interact with people. You know, that you can do. Or you can tell me, close the door whenever. But when it comes to other things, the way I think, the way I do things, the way I process things, nothing you can do about it. Just like there's nothing you can do about me not fitting in into the society. Or me getting bored at the party and not feeling like this is something I'm into, you know? There's nothing can be done about it. If I go to the party and I feel lonely because I don't feel the vibe, that's it, you know? If somebody says people are boring, you can say people are boring because there's something wrong with you, but how can you change it? Granted, if someone doesn't know how to make a sandwich or does things crazy way or whatever, and you're like, hey, you know, you can teach the person. But then again, if the person is not ready to be taught, if the person is not on that level, then what's the point of telling the person anything? If you're not there, you're just gonna be angry, right? But let's say if you're not a normal person, you're gonna get there. Let's say you're gonna learn how to do things, and you're probably gonna do it not in a normal way if you're not a normal person. But let's say you're gonna get there. Still, you're not gonna be a normal person, because if you are differently, if you think differently, if you have different interests, there's nothing can be done about it. You're just gonna be high functional person who function like a normal person, but with who you are, you're still not gonna be like everybody else, you know? So you're just gonna be the person who can take care of business, who can do things, who can pay his bills. Completely normal person in day-to-day life. But somebody who just cannot fit in. And that's like, for me, that's just the best I can be. The person who is like a normal person, who understands everything, takes care of business, can figure out how to take care of business. Maybe not as fast, but still can. But I'm not gonna be able to fit in because I'm just not built that way. Whatever you may find funny, I may say, what kind of bullshit is that? And vice versa, see? And that's nothing, that's something cannot be changed. So that's my message to the people who been trying to change me, trying to show me, hey Emil, this is not how I make videos, hey, you shouldn't be starting videos, hey, what's up motherfucker, what's up idiots. But then again, the reason why I start my videos like that, because people start attacking me and they make me angry, and then I just respond back, you know. It's pretty much like a retaliation, because that's just how I feel. Do I understand this is not right? Do I understand that this is not something other people do? Yeah, of course I do. I don't care. Other people are not being attacked like me, you know. So think about that. And you can say, oh, prostitution is not normal. It's not normal to pay for sex. Well, it's not normal to pay for sex, but the thing is, if you get in it because you're normal, because you can't get girls easily because of who you are, sure, you don't have to pay for sex. You can just get it. But if you cannot get it, you need to do what you're gonna do. So if that means paying for sex, it's okay. You know. You say, oh, you have to follow these rules, it's legal, it's not legal. Well, if the rules, if the laws oppress me, if the laws doesn't let me live how I want, why should I follow these fucking laws? What if I can live how I want and break the laws and still achieve the results how I want it at my own terms? I would rather do that. I don't care about your fucking laws. They don't apply to me, you know? If I'm different, means that whatever rules apply to you doesn't apply to me, you know? So it means that if something is maybe wrong for you, maybe good for me, see? So you have no right to judge me. You have no right to tell me how to live my life, because you're not me, okay? And that's just it. And you cannot tell me what's normal, what's not, because I'm not gonna be how you want me to be anyway, so what the fuck? The best thing you can do if you feel that there's nothing there, leave my channel. And that's the best thing you can do, because if you're gonna try to tell me something, you're not gonna get any changes. All you're gonna get in return is anger, insults, and that's just gonna be it. And you're gonna say, who are you, not normal, why are you insulting me? And I'm gonna say, I don't care. Elliot Rodger was not normal either. It didn't stop him from killing people because he didn't get his way. So that's just it. Give me the job, tell me what to do, leave me alone, I'll do the best I can, and then you're just gonna be like, fuck this guy. He does what he can. Look the other way. That's the only way. and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Later.